We're joined now by Ralf Rangnick. Congratulations on the win here today. First half performance from your team, maybe not the optimum level, but great reaction in the second half from your team.
Yes, I can only agree. In the first half, we were second best in almost all aspects of the game. Sloppy passing, we were losing most of the 50-50 situations. We didn't win any second balls. When we had a few counter-attacking situations, we didn't take the right decision, played the ball at the wrong time to the wrong player. And in the second half, I think things went a lot better. We were attacking higher up at the pitch. We were winning those duels and we forced them into counter-attack situations ourselves. And of course, the first goal was important for us. If you go 1-0 up here in this stadium, it makes things a lot easier.
Hi, Ralf. I was just looking at what was a turning point in the match. Was it the sort of, say, poor finishing from Brentford in the first half with the 2 chances to Jensen, or were they just great saves by De Gea in goal?
Yeah, both, of course. It was important to not concede a goal in this. This would have made things a lot more difficult for us. David De Gea is in an outstanding form since I arrived. I mean, he has kept us so many, saved so many situations and helped us winning the games at the end or not going 1 or 2-0 down. He's, for me, one of the best goalkeepers in the world right now. But again, of course, it was important to show a different performance, a different face in the second half. And the first goal that we scored, Anthony Langa's goal, was highly important for us as well because it gave us confidence. And after that, we controlled the game.
At half-time, obviously something that you must have done in the game. I don't know you at all, but I don't know whether you articulate the points or whether you decided to do a little bit of shouting, or is it a bit of both? But you certainly got a reaction in the second half.
I mean, yes, we just told the players the things that we need to do better. We told our wing players to stay more on the wing and play from that position, and then make sure that they do the deep runs at the right time. In my opinion, in the first half they were a little bit too close inside, and we made it easy for their back five to defend us when we were in possession of the ball. That was better in the second half. Absolutely. Our passing was better, and again, for me, Scott McTominay was outstanding. He was exemplary as a leader on the pitch. He won most of those duels in the center of the pitch, and by winning those duels we had the counter-attack situations ourselves.
You're absolutely right. The third goal scored by Rashford actually epitomised McTominay's game, where he won it in the middle of the field and drove forward with the ball. This is something that you know, Manchester United players, midfield players of old, have always had someone to be able to drive forward with the ball for about 10 or 15 yards, you know, and then make the good pass.
Yes, but especially in games like this, I mean, it's definitely not easy to play here, and quite a few other top teams have struggled here. Arsenal lost here, and even other teams haven't easily won here, so it's extremely difficult, I must say. So great respect for Thomas Frank and what he developed here in this club. Again, very difficult game for us, and in the second half, as I said, we played a lot better, but it was necessary to raise our level of performance. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to win that game.
Well, thanks.
My final point,
thanks.
sorry, man, just ask, how have you found it? Did you find it, not the game today, but your whole time here, have you found it just as you expected, a wee bit more difficult, or just, no, listen, I mean, as I said, the big difference between the German Bundesliga and the Premier League is the speed, the intensity and the physicality of the game. And even against teams that you wouldn't expect to be in the top level of the Premier League, they challenge you that much. This wasn't a good example. Absolutely.
We were watching last night the Brighton-Chelsea game, the same, what Brighton did, how much they challenged, how much physicality, how brave they played, how high up the field they attack. This is something you wouldn't see in the German Bundesliga, and this is the big difference between England and Germany.
Thanks very much, Ralf. Thanks so much for giving us your time as well. I thought he was being quite honest with his answers, actually, Martin.
In all his interviews he's done, I think he's very articulate. He knows the points, and I think he's been incredibly honest in every single interview that he's ever done.
No, I agree. It was good to hear from him, his points of view and what he expects from a Manchester United team, and understanding the difference of playing Bundesliga football compared to the Premier League. It's a different ball game here. You know, anyone can be anyone in this thing, no matter what position they are.